Week 8 is flying by, and we are on our last student learning target. By the end of this section, you should be able to identify the forces that work on atoms. You've seen how atoms are composed of protons, neutrons, and electrons. But what are the forces, the pushes and pulls between two objects acting between these particles? Four basic forces are at work everywhere, including within the atom. They are gravity, the electromagnetic force, the strong force, and the weak force. These forces will be discussed today. Gravity, probably the most familiar of the four forces, acts between all objects all the time. The amount of gravity between objects depends on their masses and the distance between them. Gravity pulls objects such as the sun, earth, cars, and books toward one another. However, because the masses of particles and atoms are so small, the force of gravity within atoms is also very, very small. Electromagnetic force. As mentioned earlier, objects that have the same charge repel each other, while objects with opposite charge attract each other. This is due to electromagnetic force. Protons and electrons are attracted to each other because they have opposite charges. The electromagnetic force holds the electrons around the nucleus. The strong force. Protons push away from one another because of the electromagnetic force. All protons are positive, and positives, when they come near positives, repel each other. A nucleus containing two or more protons would fly apart if it were not for the strong force. At the close distances between protons in the nucleus, the strong force is greater than the electromagnetic force, so the nucleus stays together. The weak force. The weak force is an important force in radioactive atoms. In certain unstable atoms, a neutron can change into a proton and an electron. The weak force plays a key role in this change. So, can you identify the forces at work on atoms? They're the four main forces that we've been talking about all year, aren't they? If you forgot one of them, feel free to go back and listen one more time. Thank you for being with us, and stay healthy and stay happy.